This is testing, maybe? Did I mess with it too much? Okay. Welcome to our annual 6th grade Pops concert. So the Pops concert's always fun because we get to play some more familiar tunes. The kids get a little more excited. They're working on, like, Pops music is a little more complicated to learn because they learn the things by ear, by listening to the music, you know, through whatever streaming device or the radio or whatever. And then to put it on an instrument, we have to simplify it a little bit because some of those rhythms and note ranges and everything is very, like, higher level. And so trying to figure that out on your instrument to make it sound like the song and do it as a group as second-year students on their instrument is complicated. And then our percussionists were like, hey, you're going to play drum set. Good luck. Because there's a lot of coordination that goes in on that. So I don't, Mr. McCartney, can I put you on the spot? For your little drum set demo.
Oh, like
I know.
Up there?
Yeah. I wore a dress, I can't do it.
I don't care. Sure, whatever.
I know.
That's okay. So this is a Mr. Helpman special. So what we do is we try and sit down with the whole band so that they can understand what we're about to ask these percussionists to do. So we are going to ask you to join that journey with us. So we just start with everyone in the band room, and all we're going to do is just go for a walk. We're just going to go, our right foot is our bass drum, our kick drum, and our left foot is our hi-hat. And the right foot is on the odds, 1 and 3. The left foot is on, they're excited, is on the evens, 2 and 4. So just go ahead and try that with me. We're just gonna walk 1, 2, ready, and right, left, right, left, right, left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty successful, keep that going. 1, 2, 3, everyone's pretty much got that, right? Awesome. Now don't rush on me, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to add the right hand, and that's just going to play quarter notes on the right hand, which is on the right cymbal or the hi-hat, which is just 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. That plays every beat. The left hand is going to now play with your left foot on the snare drum on 2 and 4. Try that. 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth notes in 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Okay, and then that's so I think all of you can get an idea that like it's like the first time you learn how to do this, right? There's a lot going on. You're using 4 different limbs all at once. And that's what we're asking these young 6th graders to do. And some of them already have previous experience, some of them don't, but we're at least just trying to give them a brief introduction to the drum set. We don't have a ton of time in lessons to teach just drum set. We have to teach all the other fundamentals on mallets and snare drum, etc. So this is just our brief introduction to, hey, you kind of liked that. You figured some things out. You're pretty good. Here's some people that we would recommend you go take drum set lessons from. So just a little glimpse into what these percussionists are going to do. So it's all different things, but we had a lot of fun with it, and I think they're doing a pretty good job with it. So.
Thank you, Ms. McCartney. We're gonna play 2 hits from Bruno Mars. They're like not full, huge arrangements of them, so we're just gonna pause briefly in between them. So you don't need to applause after the first one. Save it for after both little pieces. Awesome. our next song is not something you would typically hear in February. It's called Count Rocula. It has very like spooky vibes to it, but I decided that it was just fun to play anyways. So you're gonna hear some references to what you would consider some Halloween-ish tunes. The drum set part with it was really kind of fun. There's some fun percussion toys that they get to play with that Miss Emmy Baker in the back is getting to have some fun with. Some different sound effects coming from our clarinet section. And then, so it's called Count Rocula. It's written by Timothy Loest. And we just kind of read it down just for fun, just to see. And it was like, yeah, we can play this anytime we want. It doesn't have to be in October. Skill level wise, it's too hard to start off the year with 6th grade with, but it would be too easy for 7th grade, so finding that middle ground. So you're going to hear like Halloween type music in February. You're welcome. We don't have to follow any rules. We can do what we want. That's right. Count Rocula. Before we play our last tune, a couple of thank yous. You hear it every time, but we owe so much thanks to Mike Grubb and our black shirts for helping take care of our auditorium, running lights and sound, and just making sure that we have this beautiful space to use. So thank you to them so much for all that they do. Please. Mrs. Mankey is here, and I think that we need to acknowledge her and all of the work she has done with these wonderful musicians in both of these 6th grade bands. They would not sound like they do without all of the work and foundation she is building with them. Thank you to Mrs. Mankey. We are very fortunate that she had some flexibility in her schedule, and she's able to come over and work with some of our students still, so they get to see her fairly regularly. And it's just awesome to be able to collaborate with each other, and we can talk about, like, okay, what can we do to better support our students and our musicians and help them grow? And it's really wonderful that we've been able to do that more this year than has been done in the past. And then we also have Mr. Polson, who gets to go over and work with our fifth graders at Lakewood as well. And so we're getting more and more support with those younger learners, and it's just awesome to see the fruits of the labor and getting that support from our district. And so thank you to the district for supporting the fine arts in all avenues, because it is truly a joy to come to work and make music every day. And so thank you for supporting these musicians. Thank you to our school district for supporting us so we can do that. So thank you, Norwalk. And then lastly, we do have our solo contest coming up. Yes, there's always things. Saturday, March 7th, we sent out a Google link with if you had any really specific schedule requests to make the day work best for you. If you could try to fill that out by Friday, because we would like to get that schedule sent out to you as soon as possible so you can start making your plans for the 7th. I think those were the big things. I'll probably send out another Parent Square post, sorry. So we are going to end our portion of the concert, and then you're going to hear the fabulous fifth hour sixth graders. We decided we don't want to work anymore. We just want to play. So we're going to go bang the drum all day. Okay.
Alrighty, fun one for us to open up our portion of the concert with. First of all, props to our 6th hour band. You guys sounded great, nice job. It was fun to hear all the hard work that they put in come into fruition. So props to you guys on an awesome concert. You just heard the Avengers theme song. That was a fun one for us to put together, a lot of energy. The next song you'll hear from us is an Elvis Presley special called Can't Help Falling in Love. And one of my favorite parts about us doing these Pops concerts has been just like having the opportunity to teach these kids about some older songs that maybe people like me grew up a little bit more listening to. So like a lot of the kids have like come to me after they received these songs. They're like, I went home and listened to these. So how many of you guys went home and listened to the Beatles for maybe the first time intentionally after hearing I Want to Hold Your Hand? Yeah, like that's pretty cool. So some kids are learning about the Beatles in band class in school. Like how cool is that? So that'll be our next song is I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. Check it out. one final announcement before I'll sign out our final song. I just wanted to reiterate the thank yous that Mrs. Cran said. I think she nailed them all on the head, but just one last final thank you is just thank you to you guys for keeping your student involved in music. It's so cool that we get the opportunity to do this with these students in school, so thank you for supporting that. I know that sometimes that's hard financially or time-wise with a million different things going on in your life, so thank you for taking the time to be here and supporting them up on stage. How about you give them a round of applause? Our final song, I think most of you will recognize. We'll finish off with some Journey. Here we go.